What's up, guys? It's Slammy Awards back here with another video, and in today's video we're going to be doing something that I've never done before. Usually this is the end of the year kind of video, but I decided to switch it up a little bit and share my opinions on, since it is going to be June, I'm going to be doing the halfway Slammy Awards, the mid-Slammy Awards, whatever you want to call it, and it's going to be the superstars that I think have been the best of the best so far halfway through the year. This is going to be through January 1st to June 1st, which is going to be, by the time this video comes out, which is going to be tomorrow, or it's going to be today. But yeah, let's get down with the video. But there will be 6 categories: men's, women's, tag team, champion, breakout star, and the future star. And it is going to be 5 superstars in each of these categories. These might be repeating superstars. It might be superstars once they'll be in a tag team, and then for a different category they'll be in a separate category. There will be 2 videos coming out, one for the main roster, which is this one, and then one for the NXT roster, which will be coming out very shortly. But let's get down with the video and let's get to our first category, which is going to be for male superstar of the year. Now, the male superstars, this is a hard category just to pick 5 of these superstars. This is who I think has done the best of the best, who has been like the most consistent as of late. And the top 5 superstars I picked are the Universal Champion Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, the WWE Champion Bobby Lashley, Randy Orton, and Daniel Bryan. And you might be wondering why I put Daniel Bryan in this list, even though he is not a current WWE superstar. Well, I think he's not a current superstar since he hasn't been since he lost to Randy Orton. But when he lost to, Roman Reigns, but when he lost to Roman, that was in May, so he kind of was there from January to May, so he's kind of really been consistent. He main evented WrestleMania, he worked his way into WrestleMania, he competed for the Universal Championships a bunch of times, so that's why he's kind of on the list. But my overall male superstar of the year so far, it was down to either Roman or Lashley, but I gotta go with Roman Reigns, even though Lashley has done great. He won the championship. He started off WrestleMania Night 1. Roman has been consistently doing the best hit in his career that he's probably ever done. I really like his heel persona. And I think this was the choice to kind of have a refresh and a restart on Roman Reigns' career, because his face character and his kind of big dog character was kind of getting stale. Well, not kind of, it was definitely getting stale. So that's why he is male superstar of the year. But let's see if he could keep it once fans come back. And at the end of the year, he might still be male superstar of the year. We can't have male superstar without having the women's superstar of the year. This category, it was very hard to choose from because the women really haven't been getting the TV time that they should be getting. They've always talked about a women's evolution, but now we're kind of getting reduced. Since the start of this year, we've been kind of getting reduced to recycled storylines and kind of like 3 5-minute matches. But I think these 5 women that I picked have done the best. I have Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, and Shayna Baszler. These 5 women I think have done the best this year. I was going to put Asuka, but Asuka just really wasn't that, she didn't really do anything this year that was kind of outstanding. She didn't defend the title until WrestleMania on a pay-per-view. She defended it against Alexa, but that was in January, and through February, March, and until WrestleMania, she didn't defend it, so that's why she's not on the list. But overall, I think the women's superstar of the year, I gotta go with Sasha Banks. Main evented WrestleMania, was probably one of the best SmackDown women champions in SmackDown's history. I was going to pick Shayna Baszler or Nia Jax, but I don't know. They just didn't do as much as Sasha Banks did, so that's why Sasha got the Women's Superstar Award. Now it's time for tag team. So far, the tag teams in this category are the Street Profits, the Dirty Dogs, aka Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, The New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, and Natalya and Tamina. This was a very hard category to pick just 5 because there's not really many tag teams, and if there is more tag teams, they just recently started joining together, like Styles and Omos. They just started tagging together at WrestleMania, and they really haven't been tagging together. I mean, Omos hasn't even had a singles match. It's mostly been Styles carrying that group. Viking Raiders, they just got back. Riot Squad haven't been doing anything. Naomi and Lana haven't been doing anything. So this is a very hard category to pick. But I think what I based this category off of is who I think has been the most consistent tag team and who I think has been the best tag team so far. But it was down to the Dirty Dogs or Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, and I have to go with the Dirty Dogs. It was going to be Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, but I feel like the Dirty Dogs have been the most consistently best booked tag team so far. I mean, they defended the titles at they successfully defended the titles against the Street Profits multiple times. They've had very amazing matches with Street Profits, the Mysterios, Otis, and Gable, and I cannot wait to see what they do. Hopefully they can gain back the SmackDown Tag Team titles, but they are Tag Team of the Year so far. Now we move on to our next category, which is going to be Champion of the Year. This is champions throughout both Raw and SmackDown. The top 5 that I picked were Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley, Nia Jax, Sasha Banks, and the Dirty Dogs. Now, Roman held the Universal Championship, Lashley held the WWE, Nia and Shayna held the Women's Tag Team titles, Sasha Banks held the SmackDown Women's title, and the Dirty Dogs held the SmackDown Tag Team titles. All of these champions have done a great job. They've been booked incredibly, but I think overall Champion of the Year has to go to Roman Reigns. I mean, Roman, ever since he won that title, he's been a great champion. He's put on great matches. I mean, I feel like he is bringing prestige back to that championship after having Brock hold the title and not really defending it, after having Goldberg hold the title. I mean, Braun was a good champion and The Fiend were good champions, but they just weren't on the level that Roman Reigns brought the title to, so that's why Roman is Champion of the Year so far. Next category, we have Breakout Star of the Year. The 5 superstars I picked were Big E, Bianca Belair, Damian Priest, Cesaro, and Tamina. These 5, I think, have revamped their characters and have, ever since the beginning of the year, they've just been nonstop, consistently doing amazing work. I mean, Tamina has been doing the best work in her career. Cesaro, he is doing amazing. Big E is doing incredible as a singles competitor. Bianca main evented WrestleMania, won the Women's Royal Rumble, SmackDown Women's Champion. Priest has been killing it ever since he got to the main roster, so this was a very hard category to pick just one, but I'm gonna have to go with Bianca Belair. I mean, like I said, she won the Women's Royal Rumble, main evented WrestleMania, and she's been doing great ever since this year started, and I only see things going up for her, so that's why she is Breakout Star of the Year. And our final category, we are having Future Star of the Year. Now, this is for superstars who are starting to be good now, or are not, or like aren't good. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like superstars who are starting to be good now, and who I think are going to be the top superstars at the end of the year. That's what I'm trying to say. But the 5 superstars that I picked were Shayna Baszler, Big E, Aleister Black, Angel Garza, and Riddle. I mean, Riddle's had a great year so far with the United States Championship and now with the pairing with Randy Orton. Big E has been Intercontinental Champion and a great one at that. Aleister just came back with this new character. Angel Garza, it looks like he's starting to make his way back to the Monday Night Raw roster and being a weekly competitor. And Shayna Baszler has been doing great in the women's division. But the overall person I see as the future star is Shayna Baszler. Shayna, she was great on NXT. Ever since she got to the main roster, she's been doing okay. But the pairing between her and Nia just wasn't for her. I see her as a great single star. And why I think she's going to be future star is because an early prediction, even though it's going to be next month, Shayna Baszler is going to win the Women's Royal Rumble, the Women's Money in the Bank, cash in on either the Raw Women's Champion at the time or the SmackDown Women's Champion and be that champion towards the end of the year. So those are my Slammy Awards, the mid-year Slammy Awards, and hopefully by the end of the year, these people continue and win the real-life Slammy Awards, or maybe we'll see new people come around. But that was the video for you guys. Make sure to look forward to my next video, which will be the NXT Mid-Year Awards. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Leave your opinions on my picks down in the comment section below, and make sure to leave your picks down in the comment section below. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, champs.